Honey, Miss Honey.
Caught me at the right time, baby. Oh, I was at the end. Made me feel like that.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Natasha. Go ahead and subscribe because you clicked this video for a reason. It's fate. We're meant to be. So, as you can see by the title, today I'm going to be doing a makeup recreation on the queen, the one, the only Beyonce. I tweeted the other day, I'm like, nobody is talking about her glam enough for me. Like, she always looks good, but something about her glam lately on this tour in this Renaissance era has been eating. So I want to recreate it and give you guys like my pro tips and tricks and all that good stuff while we make our own little playlist. And I got this idea from Twitter because somebody posted the other day. They said, pick one song off of each Beyonce album and create your own EP. So I'm going to be doing that as we get ready. So it's going to be nice and fun, lighthearted. I'm really excited, and I hope my makeup comes out good because I'm not going to be doing my regular makeup routine, and I'm actually going out. So we can't flop, we can't fumble. It's gonna have to work, okay? So I'm ready. I'm in theme, as you can see. The little disco balls, the on-air sign, are you catching it? Okay, so let's get straight into the makeup. If you ask any celebrity makeup artist or bridal makeup artist what the key to flawless beat is, they're gonna tell you skin prep. Most makeup artists that do celebrity makeup or bridal makeup spend about 30 minutes doing prep. So I tell you guys all the time, skin prep is essential. Even if you don't have flawless skin, it's creating a flawless base. So I've been telling you this for years, but you guys are gonna see the magic happen. And I'm just going off of my makeup artist eye. I have no idea what Beyonce makeup artist uses, how he preps her skin, how anything, none of that. And we know I don't look like Beyonce, so I don't need them comments either, okay? This is a recreation. Okay, like I said, skin prep is very important. So what I'm going to do is start with this Versed mask. This is the instant resurfacing mask, and it is literally a 5-minute mask that brightens your skin, adds hydration, brings it to life instantly. These are really used for like a quick fix. I know a lot of makeup artists will use stuff like this if their client's going on like a red carpet or something. It just brings the skin to life instantly. So I'm going to apply this. I don't want to use my hands, so I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to get into this playlist, baby. I do use this mask pretty often, as you can see, especially like if I just feel like my skin needs a pick-me-up, or if I really want my face to be snatched, I will do this. So I'm going to be applying this with a brush. You guys can use your hands, but for professional purposes, I'm going to use the brush. So we're gonna start with Beyonce's first album, her debut album, Dangerously in Love, okay? I remember the game is, and you can do this too, create your own little Beyonce playlist. We're picking our favorite song, one, not two, not one. So this is hard, okay? If you are a Beyonce fan, this is gonna be hard. But her first album was Dangerously in Love, and I have like the albums pulled up in front of me because I don't know it off the top of my head. So personally, if I had to pick one song off this album, I'm gonna have to go with Me, Myself, and I, okay? That was a bop for me personally, and it's an anthem. To this day, when it comes on, be like, oh my ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out. Like, you know, like, it is a bop. It is an anthem. And I feel like we can all relate to that song some way, somehow.
There ain't no need to cry.
All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out.
But I learned a lot along the way.
Excuse me? That is a classic. That is a timeless song. So anyways, I'm gonna let this sit for 5 minutes. This is a quick mask. It says 2 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna do 5 minutes. I'm always doing too much. And then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna get into this face. Okay, and I need to hurry up because per usual, I'm rushing. All right, so I'm back. Does my face not look way brighter and just ready for the day? Like, what? Maybe I'm delusional, but like I see it. I don't know about you, but I see it. I'm gonna go in with my Laneige glowy lip balm and hydrate these lips. so that I can really moisturize it while I'm doing my makeup, because we're gonna get into that later, but you don't really see Beyonce wear gloss, and I'm gonna explain why, but you don't want your lips to be dry. So next I'm gonna add a serum, and I'm gonna be using the MAC Hyper Real Serumizer. I got a little tester and I tried it the other day, love it. So I'm gonna apply that. You always wanna start with some kind of serum first. Just make sure you're using stuff that caters to your skin type and your skin needs. I do have normal skin, so I know it works. I guarantee you if you follow these steps, your face is still gonna be flawless. And the reason why skin prep takes so long is because you really want the products to penetrate the skin. So you're waiting anywhere from a minute to 5 minutes for it to really do its job, and not just layer products on your face and mix them all up. No, you wanna really layer the products, push it in, make sure that it is doing what it's supposed to do, and it is dry before applying your next products. That's why a lot of times you'll hear celebrity makeup artists say that they take minimum of an hour and 30 minutes on a glam, because they go there. And I'm gonna be using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, which is a moisturizer and primer in one. And I decided to use this because I feel like this is like a MUA fave. It's a go-to, it's an OG, and it's never steered anybody wrong. It is a thicker moisturizer, but it does have like primer benefits as well. So it's gonna help your makeup last through whatever, okay? It's gonna look good. So I really like this, and a little bit goes a long way. And I feel like it works on plenty of skin types. Make sure you're dragging everything down to your neck, because you will be applying makeup all over, baby. And I don't use this moisturizer often, but it's definitely a favorite. It's a go-to. And I know that it's gonna do right underneath my makeup. Like, look at my skin already. Next, I'm gonna do eye patches. These are the Chanel eye patches. They're supposed to lift, wrinkle, and I'm sure they have some kind of under eye moisturizing benefit. Ooh, they feel so nice. So yeah, I'm gonna apply these while I do my, is it this way? We gotta talk about this. Is it this way or the other way? We're gonna do it like this today. We're gonna apply these while we do our eye makeup, which is typically what most makeup artists do. And so far, I really like how these feel, because I feel like a lot of times under eye patches can be too slippy and slidey. So yeah, so that's it for skin prep for now. We're gonna jump to the eyes, and then we will go back to skin prep. I hope I'm putting these the right way. I don't know. This is what it's gonna be today, okay? All right, so this is gonna be it for skin prep for now until we start putting on our foundation and stuff. But I'm letting my skincare that I've done just really like penetrate the skin and do what it's supposed to do. Same with these eye patches while I do the eyes. So today I'm starting with my brows, which I typically do, but I'll do like brows, skin, and then eyes again. But I'm just gonna do the complete eye, because that's what most makeup artists do, just to avoid any kind of fallout. Most makeup artists do the eyes first, just in case of any fallout, they can wipe it away. When I do my makeup, I do my eyes last, because I really never know where I'm going with my makeup. But yeah, we're starting with the brows, okay? And I'm gonna be using the Rare Beauty brow gel. This is amazing. So I love this brow gel. Like, this brow gel is amazing. I thought the Benefit one had my heart, but this one just does what I need it to do. Like, look at what it's doing to my brows. Like, look at that. So every little step that I'm showing you is essential, I promise you. So yeah, I'm making sure my brows are exactly where I want them before actually filling them in. And when you use a brow gel, you guys, let the brow gel dry. Again, this is why makeup takes so long, because you cannot just put product on your brows after this. You need to wait like a few minutes. Like, do you see how flat my brows are? And they're gonna be in place all night, baby. When I do my makeup, I fill in my brows and then I clean it up. But for this look, I'm gonna actually clean my brow up first and then fill it in, just to ensure that I keep the most natural shape. When you look at Beyonce's brows, it looks natural. It's not overdone. It's not too snatched. It's not too big. It's not too dark. So I feel like when you carve it out first, you keep the natural shape of your brow, which is what we're going for. So you won't overdraw or underdraw, it will literally be perfect. So I'm just doing that now. And this is actually how I do my clients' brows. Like, I will do it like this because I know it's gonna keep the most natural shape. But like, it's still snatching it. Like, don't play with me. Like, do you guys already see, like, it already lifted and snatched my brow? Is lifted a word? Yes, it is. It just sounds so wrong. But no, it looks so good. If you're a beginner at makeup and doing your brows and stuff, this is also the easiest way to fill in your brow because you won't look crazy. And as you can see, I'm doing this. I like to save time. As a makeup artist, I personally like to save time. So I'm doing this part while my brow gel is drying. I'm gonna go with my brow pencil. This is a Benefit brow pencil. And I'm just gonna fill my brow in like this. Like, I'm not gonna like create a shape because you guys see I've already created the shape with the concealer. So I'm gonna just lightly fill it in with this brow pencil. The brow gel is what really helped sculpt the brow and give you that shape. Just take your time, do light strokes. I'm not doing my brows how I normally do. I'm literally channeling my inner Beyoncé. And I'm just taking a spoolie and just kind of softening what I've filled in so far because I have not brushed through my brows yet. We're gonna move on to the eyes, and I'm just gonna take whatever concealer is left on my hand and put that on the lid. You can definitely use an eyeshadow primer, do what you do, baby. But this does the job for me. As I've been studying Beyonce's makeup, I'm noticing that her artist does soft yet bold looks. Like, her eyes definitely are the focus of her look, but it's not overpowering. So she typically has like a nice soft shimmer. She likes a half lash, half wing moment, which you guys know I love. So I'm super excited to do that today. And sometimes it varies from like a like goldish champagne-y color. I've been seeing a lot of soft pinks. One night she gave us a green. Like, it just depends on the vibe. I'm gravitating more toward that soft pink type of look today, like a mix between like the champagne pink look, because yeah, that's how I'm feeling. But before we continue these eyes, we have to continue with our EP. We gotta make our EP, okay? So the next album is B-Day, and this is easy for me because I love this song, Kitty Cat. You know I hate sleeping alone. Let's go, little kitty cat. Oh, I love that song so much. I love that song. But back to the eyes, because also I cannot be jamming all day because baby, I got to go. But like, so although her eyes have been the focal point, in my opinion, of this tour and her makeup looks, I feel like the sun is coming directly in here. Sorry for the lighting change. Anyways, I feel like her eyes are still soft. I feel like her makeup artist has created like shadows and shapes to create a new eye shape, to create that like doughy but lifted snap. I don't know what to call this beat. It's not soft glam, it's beyond that at this point. But anyways, to create shadows and shape in my eyes, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. I feel like bronzers are the best to start with because they mimic your skin tone. You're probably gonna use the same bronzer on your face, so it's just gonna be a lot more cohesive, if that makes any sense. Like, instead of using like a random brown from an eyeshadow palette, just use your bronzer because it's mimicking like your skin tone, your bronze skin. Does that make sense? I don't know the terminology, baby. But we're gonna start with the bronzer, okay? And I'm also using a brush that fits like right in my crease. As I apply that, I'm just gonna slightly blend that out and diffuse it. I've also noticed like her eyeshadow, her transitions are a lot more muted, a lot more neutral. I'm gonna go into this dark brown shade though, because it's like just a regular brown. It's not super warm. And I'm gonna deepen that crease some more. Do you guys see that? It's not super warm, but it's creating, again, a shadow. And this is from the Dose of Colors Sassy Sienna's palette. You can use any dark brown that you have, but try to make sure that it's more of a neutral, I don't want to say cool tone, but gravitate more towards the neutral or the cool tone browns. I'm gonna go in with this lightish pink color from the Pat McGrath palette. I don't know, it's just a light pink. And I'm gonna place that on my lid. And I'm not using like an eyeshadow base or anything like that, because I want this to be as subtle as possible. I want it to pop, but I don't want it to be like obnoxiously defined, you know? And I'm taking this flat brush and I'm kind of creating like a cut, like I'm defining it, but it's not a cut crease. Do you guys see that? How I just open my eyes. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go in with that same brush and just diffuse the edges so it's not as harsh. Now that that shade is on my lid, I'm gonna go back into this brown and I'm gonna define this part a little bit more, because I've noticed her eyes are like kind of sultry at the ends, but not too smoked out, you know? You have noticed Beyonce has been having a little twinkle, a little something on her eyes, but it's not glitter, because we're not doing birthday makeup. We're not doing Instagram makeup. We're doing a glam. So I'm going in with my Urban Decay Moon Dust in the shade, ooh, can I open this? In the shade Space Cowboy. Take your finger and press that over your eyes, I'm sorry, and it just adds a twinkle. It adds that shimmer that she's been having, like when the light hits her face, hits her eye. You can see the twinkle, but it's not too much. It has never been too much. And you can do this with any color. So if you do the gold, you can do this. It's like a iridescent, like multicolor type of thing. You can do this over pink, green, blue. It just is gonna bring your eyeshadow look up a notch without doing too much. And my nails are a little bit too long, so I'm gonna have to take a brush to get it in that inner corner. I'm gonna create that infamous like half liner effect. So I'm gonna go in with my Makeup by Mario palette, and I'm gonna take this dark brown because I don't want to go into black yet. You really want to like build the look up. You don't want to just put black, put this color. You want to really build the makeup look. So I'm going to start from halfway and just drag it. That way when I do my liquid liner, I know I won't go too far in. Like wherever that shadow starts is where my liquid liner is gonna start. I know you guys hear my computer. I think it's overheating. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna take that with the angle brush and just slightly start to build that so that it's not a harsh line. So it's gonna go from this like smoked out brown liner to the black liner, the black liquid liner that we're gonna be applying momentarily. So now I'm gonna go in with my liquid liner. One of my favorites is the NYX, NYX, whatever you wanna call it, because it's very skinny. And I'm just gonna do my half liner, and I'm gonna do it more upwards. Instead of doing the line straight, I'm gonna be going more up. And we are not bringing the liner all the way in. We're stopping right there. Oh, this is the moment. Okay, that's it for the eyes for now. I am gonna apply lashes, and I'm gonna wait to the end because I don't like doing my makeup with lashes on. So back to skin prep, I'm gonna be going in with 2 different primers. The first one is gonna be this Urban Decay All Nighter gripping foundation for obvious reasons. It's gonna have like a gripping effect to it, so it's gonna help your makeup last all night. It's not gonna move, and it's gonna keep your makeup in place. I have mirrors everywhere if you see me looking all over the place. It's literally the Urban Decay All Nighter spray and a primer. So my next primer is gonna be my e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. You can use the liquid one, you can use the original one, but I love this and I use it on clients as well because it really gives you a flawless filtered look. And oh my god, the makeup just sits on it so nicely. So if you want that like photo perfect look, use this primer and thank me later. Oh my god, my eyes is messing up. So color correction is something that I don't do all the time, but I'm pretty sure Beyonce's makeup artist is making sure that everything is covered in flawless and ready to go. So I'm gonna go in with this NARS light reflecting eye brightener. I know it's an eye brightener, but it is more on the orangey peachy side and I like the shade of it. So I'm gonna use that to correct all these areas. My camera died, that's fabulous. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna color correct around like my mouth area, and I like this because it's not too orange and it's not gonna peek through my foundation. Yeah, I'm color correcting wherever I have darkness. I don't color correct underneath my eyes because I don't feel like I have dark under eyes, and that's just unnecessary concealer in my opinion. So for foundation, this is really tricky because I'm going out and I really don't want to wear this, but I just know this will be like the foundation of choice. So I'm going to do a combination. I'm going to mix Pat McGrath and NARS because the way the base looks, that nice flat matte look, it translates well because we've already hydrated our skin. Our skin is going to be coming through and looking very flawless, but you also want everything to stay in place. So unfortunately, a nice radiant dewy foundation is not the foundation for this, but we're gonna make it do what it do, okay? And then you guys already know, going in with my setting spray, this is the MAC Fix Plus. And I'm just spraying that all over before continuing to blend my face because this is gonna be one of the reasons why your face, you being Beyoncé, face does not move all night. So I'm just gonna go over that with the sponge just to make sure that is nice and set. Okay, so the next album is I Am Sasha Fierce. Sweet Dreams. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on.
Every night I rest on my bed, cross my heart.
Period. I don't know how I feel about that era. I know it was like her biggest era commercially, but like personally, I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. But anyways, back to this concealer, and I'm trying to move fast, guys. I'm trying to do this right, but like I got to go. This is the NARS Soft Matte. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna ignore that. This is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. This is the shade Walnut, and I decided to pick this today because it is a pot concealer, so it is a cream. When you are Beyonce, okay, you have to realize she's getting touch-ups in between, like when she's going backstage. She's getting touch-ups. If something messes up, it needs to be fixed. Cream or pot concealers are easier to touch up than your liquid concealer. And they do last just as long. But yeah, that's why a lot of makeup artists, if you've ever seen their kit, they always have some kind of cream in there because cream is just easier to work with. If she was to have like sweated too much or something like that, you can easily go over it without it caking up. Now with a liquid concealer, once that liquid, because most liquid concealers are self-setting and they dry, think of like paint, they're gonna dry down. Once that's dry, baby, there's no going back. So that's why it's just better to use like a cream concealer. So that's why I decided to use this one. And it has that nice soft matte look because she has this like really soft look to her face. It's like unreal. This is the first layer of concealer, which was Walnut. You guys saw it was like brighter than my skin tone, but not like super bright. And I'm gonna go in with no, that's Walnut again, tripping. I'm gonna go in with Caramel, which is slightly lighter, but we're not doing a super bright under eye because Beyonce doesn't do that, baby. She's a timeless woman. She doesn't follow trends, she sets them, okay? And I just feel like the under eye, I love a bright under eye, don't get it twisted. But I feel like the bright under eye is definitely trendy. And if you look back at Beyonce's makeup throughout the years, nothing has been super dated. Like her makeup was kind of ahead of its time. So she's, you know, sticking to that. So this is definitely bright, but not as bright as y'all know I can go. So I'm just layering this in the inner corner and down my nose. And that's it. I feel like here, this area right here is like super soft on her face. It's very interesting. Mind you, I've been doing this tutorial and haven't looked at one Beyonce picture yet. That's how it's just in my head at this point. It's just coated. So I'm gonna go in with a cream contour, and I'm actually gonna use the She Glam because I love this cream contour. It is so good. It blends so good into the face and it's not messy at all. This is the shade Earthy Sepia, and I just like how it blends because it gives like this skin-like look. So like our base is already pretty matte, so we don't have to, you know, we don't have to overdo the matteness. It's very contradicting. Doing makeup is just so flip-floppy. And we're just gonna blend that. Just to tone it down, I'm going over with the foundation brush, but I did not add any foundation. Yeah, you just want to make sure everything is blended and everything is one. I'm gonna blend out that concealer down my nose, underneath my eye. I'm just blending that out, and now I'm gonna set it. I'm using my One Size powder. I feel like this is one of the best powders on the market, and just keeps your makeup in place. It looks flawless. It's lightweight. You guys can already see instantly I'm looking a lot softer and blurred. I'm just setting anywhere that there's shine or that I put concealer, because you don't want shine on your face. With all those lights that hit her, she needs to make sure her face is like toned down. And I'm gonna slightly go over my brows, but not too much, because the brow gel it will stick. So we've set the concealer. Now it's time to set the rest of the face, because again, we don't want the face to move and we want it to look flawless. So I'm just gonna go in with my Fenty powder and a big fluffy brush and just press that into the skin. And this is gonna lock that foundation in so it doesn't move. And it's gonna add more coverage and give a more like airbrushed look. I'm gonna show you guys the difference. As you can see, this side looks like flawless and this side looks a little clockable, you know what I'm saying? This one looks better. So this is like my favorite step when doing my makeup, because everything's coming together. If my makeup still looks like trash after setting my face, I just messed up. I have messed up. The next album is 4, and it's a personal favorite of mine, and it's Beyonce's favorite, okay? Taste. I just really like this album. I don't know, it was like a time in my life where I was like becoming myself, the woman who I am today. I was like 18, barely 18. That's like when you're fake grown. Like, I'm gonna go on with this Pat McGrath blurring under eye powder, and this is in the shade medium. I normally will use yellow, but I think medium just makes more sense because I can see that for Beyonce, you know, like the medium just does what it needs to do. She doesn't do super yellowy shades and nothing like that. And this is not heavy. You don't want to use a super heavy powder because again, if she sweats, it's gonna like take her face off. You want to use very light products. So instead of using my typical like heavier under eye powder, I'm using something lighter, and it looks so good. It looks crazy right now, but it's gonna come together. I know I'm avoiding this 4 song. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna have to go with, oh, that looks so good. Oh my gosh, please, just trust the process, so please. And now we're gonna go on with bronzer, but I'm gonna pick this song. I think I'm gonna pick I Miss You. I don't know, I said I Care on Twitter. But I like I Care live. Like and I'm using bronzer. This is the Pat McGrath bronzer, and I'm doing it very soft. I'm not using a defined brush because again, we're not going for that today. We're going for something very soft. Oh, that's what I was saying. I love I Care live. Like Homecoming ate that up. Whatchamacallit? Renaissance ate that up. But like I don't really like listen to it on a regular, you know? I just think that song was produced so beautifully, like from the beat to the vocals to the lyrics. Like, I thought that things like this get better with time. I miss you like every day. What she say? It hurts my pride to tell you how I feel. I feel like that song is not talked about enough because she like was really, she was singing. She, you know, she be singing, but she was singing. I had to just add a little bit more brow. I feel like my brow was getting lost in the sauce. So for blush, like when I see Beyonce's face, I don't see a lot of blush, but I know it's there. So I'm actually going to use my NARS Orgasm because it's like a cult favorite. Like it's like there, but it's not. And it kind of gives you that highlighted look as well. Because I don't think she uses highlight. I don't see highlight personally. So yeah, this is it for the blush. Not too much. And you guys see I didn't like sculpt my face like I normally do. I feel like I need to. But like I feel like this looks really good too. Back to the eyes. I don't really see Beyonce doing like the dark liner or brown liner. It's typically like a nude to open up her eyes a little bit. That's probably where I'm getting that like doughy eye effect because it's like sultry but then it's like not. So I'm going to use this Wonder Pencil by NYX, and it's more of like a skin tone. You guys can see it on my hand. It's not, don't use white. I don't like white in the waterline. I don't like that. Please. And I'm just gonna, I don't know what side to use. One side is like a concealer and the other side is like a And it's very subtle, but it does make a difference. I'm not tripping, am I? Can you see that? I like can't look at that and this at the same time. I can definitely see that, oh my God, I look like Beyonce. So now I'm gonna take my bronzer and like a pencil brush and go underneath the lash line. I wouldn't use the darker brown, I would use the bronzer because it's gonna kind of give a more completed look. Oh, say Beyonce. Oh my God, I'm forgetting about the music. The next album is self-titled Beyoncé. And you know, this was also another era that, you know, I know every song, but it didn't do nothing for me personally. Personally. You know, Drunken Love is a cult favorite, but I don't know if I want that on my EP. You gotta think, when you think of the EP, like the songs gotta flow together, you know what I'm saying? Has to tell a story. Look at me dragging it out. I would pick mine. Okay, so Beyonce does this half lash thing, and I have lashes that I would prefer to do this with, but I cannot find them, so I'm gonna have to just, these are gonna be too long. I don't like that. 1 second, guys. Okay, so I just found some random lashes in my bathroom, and you know, I'm sure she gets individual lashes put on the end so it looks more like natural. I would not do that because I'm lazy, but I'm gonna take this lash. You guys see how it is kind of winged out? I'm gonna take this lash and cut it in half, and I'm gonna cut the ends off, or I'm gonna cut the last 2 notches of the ends off. Really cut off like 2 notches because you just want the lash to cover where the liner is. And you guys will see the vision in a second, I promise. Like the way the song starts, we should get married, big deal, out of the little things, cause I got big deals and I got little things. Ignore my eyes for now, we're gonna go back to that in a second. But I'm gonna do my lips, and I'm gonna use MAC's Cork, which is a lighter brown for me. It's still visible, but it's lighter. So I'm gonna use that to map out and just kind of shape my lip, because Beyonce's lips are defined, but not overlined. You get the vibe, okay? So I'm just gonna go with this first. You see how that like mapped out my lip and kind of gave it shape and definition without too much liner? That's the vibe that we're going for. So then I'm gonna go on with Chestnut, which is darker, and you guys can see the difference. The top is Cork and the bottom is Chestnut. And I'm just gonna define like my Cupid's bow and like the outer corners a little bit so that you can actually see the liner. When you layer products, everything just kind of just goes seamlessly together. Pinch the lash together really good now that it's like mostly dry, and I'm gonna push the ends up. That's typically what I do anyways, but it's really gonna give that like Beyonce-esque cat eye look. You see the difference in the eye? This one's kind of like drooping. Pinching your lash together and pushing it up makes such a difference. This one's acting weird. Add mascara like a little bit on the bottom, and I'm gonna do a thicker coat on top so that everything's blended. It's just not lash and then nothing. It's like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm running out of words to say, okay? And so I'm just putting a little bit in the front so it doesn't just look bald. You cannot look at me right now and tell me that this is not a Beyonce coated face. I'm actually gonna be using MAC's Yash. Beyonce does not wear gloss. I'm not saying never, but it's not practical when being on stage and your hair is whipping all over the place, because you guys know when a little bit of wind blows and it touches your lip, it gets stuck. At least with lipstick, it can just, you know, fall off. So anyways, we gotta pick another song, honey. What album are we on now? Ooh, Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Lemonade. This is hard too because Lemonade was also my second favorite before Renaissance, and now I'm stressed. Because I can listen to this all the way through. This is an album that you can listen top to bottom, in my opinion. But I'm gonna go with Love Drought. I like that song. No, I love that song. 9 times out of 10, I know you're trying. My lifeline, you're trying to kill me. Only way to go is up. My EP is giving like Lover Girl with a side of a broken heart. That's what it's giving. Very on brand. But anyways, for lipstick, I used Yash, which is like a perfect nude. I feel like she's been giving us this like nude moment, like pouty nude. And I think I'm actually gonna leave it. I was gonna put on gloss before I left, but I'm liking this. This is the face so far. Do you guys see how it's like matte and flat, but you can still see my skin? Like, look at that sheen on my cheek. Ain't no highlight, baby. We have like 3 more albums to go. Because one thing about Beyonce, she works. Before I get myself together, we're gonna do this album. Everybody on Twitter was like, please stop excluding The Gift. And I feel like people are canceling out The Gift, but to be fair, it was like a soundtrack to a movie. But she ate. Like, I didn't realize how good The Gift was until earlier this year or late last year. Late last year. I watched it and I said, wow, it made me appreciate this song so much more. I understood it. It was telling a story. The Gift was a great album. My number 1 song on here would be Find Your Way Back. So I'm gonna find my way to the bathroom, fix his hair, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna wrap it up because I shock myself every time. My hair is like not exactly how I want it to be, but it's not cooperating, but it's still giving Beyonce. Say Beyonce. And I have on my chrome corset. I actually wore this to the Renaissance concert. But also another album that I think is skipped over is Everything Is Love, and it's technically The Carters. But I love that album. I've actually been listening to that all day. And I'm gonna say my favorite song on here is Friends. It reminds me of my friends and how good they are, and it just makes me so happy. That's how we keep up and out that band, yeah. Where would I be without my friends? The last step that I almost forgot. Setting my face. This is an actual setting spray. This is not like the original Fix Plus. This is one of the best setting sprays. I know you guys thought I was going to use one size great setting spray, but not my zhuzh personally. This is amazing, and your makeup does not move. Like, my makeup be locked in. So I just want to give you another option because I know like one size has been sold out. So if you're looking for a good setting spray, this is a great option. And while that dries, time for the finale. Renaissance. Renaissance is Beyonce's newest album, and this is gonna be easy for me. Virgo's Groove. I love the album, like love the album, minus 2 songs. I'm not gonna say which ones. If you know, you know. But Virgo's Groove, baby, come oh. Ooh, between Virgo's Groove or like Move, y'all don't give Move enough credit for me. Before you guys judge me on my selection, remember we're like creating an EP, so like everything has to kind of flow, tell a story. Play every song that I listed back and tell me it don't eat. Tell me it's not its own album. But you should do this too. You should like create your own little Beyonce playlist thing. And yeah. So I had so much fun doing this video. It was something a little different. We had a nice little jam session. We tried a different makeup technique. Like, this is not normally how, please excuse my lace. Oh my gosh. This is a completely different routine for me, and I feel like my face looks great. I love it. It's giving Beyonce. Let me know if this makeup tutorial helped you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.